Who lied to us over the years, brainwashing us and watching through a lens? We're in a season for eyes opening and minds freeing up. What's wrong, what's right, what's thought, but the truth is hidden from us. Don't tell me it's wrong to think differently. Science is true, but the damn theory is falsity. Do the math. Shit don't go beyond the curve. They go beyond our limits. Gravity is fake, cause butterflies can break free.
Think about the earth. It's super flat. Think about the earth. Yeah, it's super flat. Hey, just think about the earth. It's super flat. Hey, just think about the earth. Cause it's super flat.
You believe this, believe that. You never wanna query that. You got eyes for sight, but the purpose is more than that. Inspect, examine, query, inquire. These are the tools for wisdom prevailing from illusions. This is a song for the wise, not the nitwit. Check this, check this. Things will move 10 times faster than you think. If the earth is a globe, oh yes, review it. Start thinking differently. There's nothing like light without negative and positive. School yourself intuitively. Imagine how you'll fly within. Imagine how you fly within.
Think about the earth. It's super flat. Think about the earth. Yeah, it's super flat. Hey, just think about the earth. It's super flat. Hey, just think about the earth. Cause it's super flat.
The world is flat.
Yeah. Look, let me speak with some facts. Sit back and relax, cause the world is flat. And some of y'all already know that. First case to settle. The surface is rest and water is flat and level. The first 70% of water is flat. It can't be a ball. Shout out to your squares. This one's for y'all. Just like ships don't go over a curve, they just go beyond the eyesight we observe. That's called angular resolution. Just use the telescope and bam, that's your solution. Even high altitude balloons show no curvature. It shows a flat earth true and pure. All those curve effects shown by the mainstream. Shot through a fisheye lens for you lame things. Also, there's no pictures of Earth from space. Just Photoshop posted for the human race. Robert Simmons is the one who make a NASA. Yeah, he's the Photoshop master. And for all you scientists, here's a no-brainer. Can't have gas pressure next to a vacuum without a container. How do we have an atmosphere next to a vacuum of space? Especially with no barrier in place. Second law of thermodynamics, that's what prevents that. But y'all stay spitting your theories and passing as fact. So here, take your science back.
We can see too far, all those twinkly stars. Learning the truth's our journey. Open your eyes, don't worry, cause we can see the truth way before the proof. And now you know, so round we go.
All right, I guess I'll just end it there. What's up? Welcome back. Another show. Kind of doing like a random time and day. I know because I wanted to go live on Saturday, but I got caught up doing other stuff, and then by the time it was like late, I was already tired. Anyway, I just couldn't go live on Saturday. But I had some time today, so I said, you know what, let me just go live. There's a few things that I wanted to show. Nothing, not too much, because I haven't been really doing that much research, to be honest. But I still been aware, keeping up on things. So and then there's also some pictures that I have to show that I wanted to show that I have left. That's like actually that's the thumbnail is one of the pictures. That's the first one. I'm gonna break that down, and then there's a couple more after that, and then that's it. And then I have to go look for some more photos. But and then the title is also Controlling Today's World, because yeah, I'm not gonna get into it a whole lot, honestly, because I don't really have well, I have some time, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. But just briefly, you know, I understand it's like, all right, yeah, you know, especially once you know the truth, like basically, you know, you can like you're basically the chains are like broken almost, you know, in a way, but you have to also go for it yourself, you know, at the same time. So at the end of the day, everything that you hear is like, what's the most important thing is, you know, to trust yourself, believe in yourself, love yourself, all that stuff. I believe that. But at the same time, you still got lies that's very obvious, that's right in front of our face, that people that don't see. And so also another thing to add on to this is that also for the new people, because there's also going to be new people, you know, people being born every day, whatever, you know, as time goes on, and those people are still being caught up in those lies, you know, without even knowing. So I want to be able to try to help that. I'm going to be doing more streams, you know, in the future, but right now this is just like a little side thing. But yeah, back to that. So for the new people, you know, they don't know what's going on really, you know, they don't know about a lot of how dare you. Yeah, right. What's up, Jess? Good to see you back. It's been a while, I know, right? So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be coming on more. I'm just like doing a few test streams before I officially start getting into it more. So Terry King, what's up? Nice to see you. I can see you, yeah. But it's good to see you. It's good to see some people back. But anyway, well, so yeah, the new people, they don't know what's going on. They're being, you know, so, and I'm gonna get more into that because more in the, you know, in this show, because I was watching a video, right, of the, you know, about the old world mud flood architect, right? And it's all over, it's everywhere, especially the United States. The United States is especially and I got some in this background noise because they're doing, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on outside. So apologies for that in advance. So you know Jess, so Jess brought you here, okay. Let me see, all right. So you must be part of the family, okay, family, all right. Yeah, that's good. So yeah, the new people, that's right, that's exactly what I was saying. But yeah, the architect, and so the one video though was specifically, and I talked about this in one of my other videos, like a couple videos back, if you look, about Chicago. Chicago has a lot of interesting buildings, in my opinion. I've never been there. I don't know too much about it, but more recently I've been doing like research on it, but I'm still like doing research basically. But the video I was watching was on Chicago, and I showed, if you remember, I showed this building with the it's like an old building with the tall, had like old it's like an old what was it? I don't remember exactly what kind of architect it was, but it was like an old architect, Roman, I think, Gothic, whatever, Roman Gothic. But it looked like Egyptian almost, because like the way they carved into the side of the front and the side of the building, like it was like, you know, horses and men, something like that. But it was interesting how, because it was so high up, it was like 10 stories up at least, maybe more, of where they did that. And then there's more other stuff on that building too, but they showed that building, he showed that building in that video. You know what, I think I'm just gonna play a clip of it. But yeah, I'm still doing research on Chicago, and then it's, like I said, it's all over the whole country, New York, Chicago, yeah, Texas, I guess, California, even though the West Coast is a little bit newer, but either way, like, also, how did they build these cities and buildings and architect in such little time, like within 100 years or less? That's another big question. Random fan, what's up? Yeah, West Coast. I was just mentioning California and the West Coast, but I don't know. I forget what part I wanted to play in that video, but I have I think like 2 other things I wanted to show. Also, I didn't want to bring it up. I didn't want to talk about it, but I was going to talk about the what's happening over there in the Middle East, but I think I might skip that. And also, I wanted to talk about the Bible, but I think I might skip that. And I wanted to bring up some Mandela effects, but I'm saving that for another video. So this is just going to be mostly flat Earth, and then controlling today's world with technology. And another thing too. All right, before I forget, so because I want to bring it up, what I wanted to talk about. What made me really want to do this actually was because, you know, like I said just now in the beginning of this video, I said that, you know, it's all about you know, when you learn the truth and everything, it's still about you know, about yourself and believing yourself, trusting yourself, knowing yourself, loving yourself, all that stuff, and then whatever. But what happened to me the other day, and I'll explain. Sorry, I'm just getting something. I wish I could have recorded it, but I just, you know, it's just so frustrating that I have to go through this. So I've been having a bad ear problem for a while. I don't know if ear infection is the right term, but I had like a bad ear ache. Let's just say I had a bad earache for like over a year already. Yeah, I should have seen the doctor. Well, I did actually see the doctor. All right, so the first time I mentioned it to the doctor at all was about last year. I went to the doctor, family doctor, and I brought it up amongst other things that I had going on, which was mostly my back, and then I had banged my foot up. So anyway, I always talk to the doctor and then telling her all these things, and then told her about my ear. She actually looked at my ear for like 2 seconds and said, "I don't see anything, so I can't help you," basically. So I'm like, all right. So I just kept, you know, I was like, all right, what am I supposed to do if they don't see anything? I didn't know what to do. I asked, you know, I want to ask people if anybody knows about it, but I guess no one. Well, I haven't really asked, anyways. But I looked it up online, and it just says to clean it out, peroxide, flush it out. They have this little kit in the store that they sell where you can do, but I don't trust those, to be honest. I wanted to actually have it checked out by a quote unquote specialist. And I also don't want to get a strike for saying this, because this is talking against, whatever policy. Not really, but I'm trying not to, but anyway. So this was a year ago, so I'm like, all right, what am I supposed to do? So I just let it go. My ear it was hurting more and more, kept getting worse and worse. I kept putting peroxide in it. That was helping, and then finally, like a couple of weeks ago, it swelled up really bad, and then I kept doing it, peroxide, and then it went down, and then now finally, and then so recently I went to the urgent care again. I went back to the doctor, so I'm like, all right, let me ask them again to see what they say. So I went, they said, doctor took a look for like 2 seconds, right away said the same exact thing. And this is right after the swelling went down, because it was like, it wasn't normal for a while, but it wasn't really noticeable. I could feel it though. But then recently it did, recently it blew up even more. Like it was like super swollen. Yeah, I do. I let it sit there for a while. Yeah. And it bubbles up. Yeah, I do that. And it feels good when I do it. And then after, then it wears off, but meaning it worked. And, it's like applying, any medication, topical medication or whatever. So now that was just last week. And then they told me to see a specialist doctor, which I just found out about. And it's called the ENT. So then I called them. Then on the phone, they was telling me basically trying to treat me over the phone. Remember how during the pandemic, when they was trying to treat people over the phone, saying what they have. And I'm like, I'm trying to like set up an appointment so that I can go in so they can actually look at it, because that's the best way to treat it, to look at it. So I'm like telling her what the problem is, what's going on, this and that. She's like, oh, well, did you do this? Well, did you do that? Or don't do this, don't do that. And then she's like, well, it's probably just this. And I'm like, no, it's probably not, because you haven't even looked at it. So can I please just set up an appointment to look at it? It's like, oh, well, you need a referral, this and that. So I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I got to go back to the doctor. And then it's just it's a mess, like what I got to go through, because the good thing is that it is finally, after a year, maybe more than a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe longer, but at least a year, it's finally getting better. So you know what? I'm just gonna see what happens. But maybe I'll get it checked out later. But anyway, that's the main reason why I wanted to do this show. Just to see, explain what I gotta go through just to get some help, because it's like you tell somebody something and then they just like automatically brush you off. It's like, or try to like solve it right away. It's like you don't even have all the details. I have another story about something else that happened, but I'm not even gonna get into that, because it's just like it's just one after another. So I'm sure you can relate probably, and it's every day. But the main thing is once again, like the fact that most people walk around blindly each day, waking up thinking that they're spinning on a giant rock ball. And it's like, if they would just see that one truth, then maybe things would get better. But the way I see it, and you look at money is worth like what, like it's just worth way less than it was like 50, 20, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. And it's like, what happened? Like, what happened to the dollar? You know, it went down. Everyone's talking about digital this, digital that. Well, some of it already is digital. So, you know, I don't know. You tell me what's next. Um, I mean, I feel like more people. No, don't get me wrong. I feel like a lot more people are waking up, especially even to flat Earth. To be honest with you, but what happens is it just sucks. There's not enough people out there. Like, no, I can't say that. But what happens is people get they fall into that stigma of the whole flat Earth being a joke thing. So they run away from it, and that's what happens, and they don't come back. So that's why I want to try to paint a good picture. I did the my presentations. I gotta try and do some more, but I want to try and do some more, finish those, because I started it and I felt like it was doing good, but I had to stop everything because what I was going through personally, and so I had to it's been stopped. But yeah, um, guess I'll get into this first picture. 120 minutes in, but like I said, I don't really have that much. I can go for a little while. It's only 2 o'clock Eastern, and truthers don't understand what and why FE is here. I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, it's here to show us, but like I said, a lot of people, they don't want to look into it because mostly of the stigma of what's been put on it. Just like the same thing with you look at marijuana, like, why is marijuana illegal? The same reason, because they demonized it back then, banned it, illegal, made it illegal, did all this to it, and then now look what we're going through. So it's a mess. Yeah, 12 p.m. So you got 2 hour difference. But I got a little while, but I'm not gonna go for too long anyway, because I've been up for a few hours already for a few hours, 10 o'clock, and my back starting to hurt, but right now it's okay, but just standing in one spot is not good. So I want to either lay down or take a walk or something as soon as I end this out. But a healthy doctor will never be an honest doctor. Yeah, it's so rare, and it's hard to find an actual good doctor. I'm telling you, I found a few. Like, my chiropractor is good, but she's not a doctor, and the regular doctors, yeah, it's just hard to find a good doctor, period. That's all I gotta say. All right, let's see. That's what yeah, I was thinking about that too. They do, yeah. All right, so let's see some early propaganda of how they started to control us, at least in America, and American society. how things got so messed up, how it is today. And that's the thumbnail as well. A presidential conjure, what Mr. Arthur must be something all the politicians. And then you see I guess that's the president. Everyone is, I guess they're voting. What Mr. Arthur must be to satisfy all the politicians. So, yeah, all these papers have what he has to be in order to satisfy other politicians, I guess. Independence, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, anyway, I don't know. I thought this was really telling when I saved it. Oh, here it is. Great machine trick right here. So, but basically, and he's on the stage too. The whole world's a stage. Brutality. Deal trick. Last grand trick. Well, I was just thinking too, right before the start, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in only the next 50 years. Only 50 years. It's not, sounds like a long time. That is a long time, but it's really not a long time. I mean, wish all the best. I mean, yeah, I think things will get better, but I hope things will get better. But at the same time, if people are being misled about especially about where we live, I don't know how people are gonna be like and react later on when if they find out, and if they don't, then I wonder what it's gonna look like. Basically, what it's turning out to be now. Because if you know they still, after all these years of, especially with Flat Earth already being public and viral and open, they're still pushing the globe like it's nothing, like it never left. So it's like, what does that tell you? You know, just something to think about. I don't know. I'm trying, I'm thinking about it myself. Like, what's the best solution for that? Destruction is coming. Yeah. Eventually, yeah, I think so. I mean, yeah. That's what, if you think about it, like, that's what the whole old world architect and mud flood and is about. Because if you look at the Egyptians, we found that all covered up. So something must have happened, and we know that for a fact. And then with all there's evidence everywhere with the resets, we call it, or whatever. Even science talks about it, but they explain it. They try to make it seem like it was billions, millions and billions of years ago that it happened. But really, it wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it was a long time, but it wasn't millions and billions. We don't even know. Actually, the last video I just put up, it was a quick 5-minute video. I was having a conversation with family that I had over and talking about, the same space and technology and stuff like that. AI, flat Earth, and obviously they don't want it. They just don't want to hear it. They don't. They don't even want to listen to the science because they believe the science. Like I asked them. I said, "Do you?" Well, they told me, but I asked, like, do you believe science? Like they believe science, and they know that science is true and it's fact, and with the stars and the sun and billions of galaxies, millions of miles away, 1,000 miles an hour, all this, right? It's like, yeah, that's fact. So I'm like, okay, why when I challenge you on that, why do you automatically change the subject? Why do you do that? Like, what's the reason for that? Because I'm challenging you on that, and I'm coming with facts, I'm coming with proof and evidence, and yet you still say, but the scientists no, but the scientists found that they already figured it out. They already, like, what do you mean they already figured it? They figured what out? They figured that they lived back then to see what happened? No, because they weren't there. No one was there. We can't even be sure of what happened honestly in 100 years ago, or 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago, and beyond that and further, 1,000, 2,000. We don't even with the pyramids, we still don't even know. So it's like, you can't tell me that they know what the hell is up in that sky, like how far, or the measurements, exact measurements. We're on Mars, we're on the moon. Like, I mean, that's what they believe. It's still what they believe right now in 2023, almost 2024. Unfortunately, they're controlling today's world. That's the title that I put for this for this video. So NASA and SpaceX is going to destroy the firmament. I hope not. Do you think we got to get to the South Pole or Antarctica or the North Pole before that happens? I was thinking that years ago, like around 2020, 2019, 2018. I was thinking that, but nothing happened. Um, so I'm not, I'm not saying, like, I don't think anything is gonna happen either. Like, I don't think is nothing, because think about it. If something were to happen, it would have to happen so big, it would have to take out almost the whole country. That's not gonna happen. I mean, yeah, we could fight back and forth, but that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen regardless. So I think that's what we gotta watch out more. But then they do talk about, the whole nukes from North Korea and Russia, Middle East, Palestinians, all that, Iraqi, whatever. But I don't know. I mean, that's still, well, they can supposedly they can send it over here still, but who knows if that's even true or not. There's no books about the glass and the sidewalks that are in front. Yeah, I seen I seen that. I think in New York, I seen some of that. I think even here in my state, well, where I live, I think there's some. I seen some pavement glass. It's pretty cool though, but they want to cover it up, of course. But all right, I'm about to play. Oh, you know what? I was gonna play this in the last stream that I did, not like the 5 minute one that I did, but the one before that, the hour. I forgot to do this, so I'm gonna do this right now before I forget.
That stuff is whack. 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 That stuff is whack.
I just had to play that because I forgot to do that on the last one, so gotta do it. Second Peter heaven. I mean, I do still believe. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about the Bible, I do still believe that when we do perish, uh, if you believe, then you go to, you'll be sent. We'll be in a better place. I think. Then if you don't, then you'll maybe have to like restart this. If or if whatever, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. This is just my opinion. I'm not throwing any any facts out there. But I've mapped them and since began several and have found and yeah. Sorry, I had to mute up. All right. Trying to look for a next photo. I mean, because like, well, here's the thing. Like, I also don't, because I fell into this at the same time. I don't want to disregard and reject like actual history, things that happen. It still happened and stuff. These things really happen, but fortunately, like sometimes, like I feel like, or what if this didn't happen, this or whatever, But like people just get too much into the like, and it's hard to explain it. People get too deep into it, and then they start going off. But it's really not that way. But because I'll split or I'll show this and to get a better idea. I just thought this was cool anyway. That's why I got it. That's or saved it, and but this actually ties into what I was just saying. This is why I brought it up. Anyway, pretty sure it was canceled. Yeah. No, what? See, it's not fake. I don't know if it's not. Like, why do you say it's fake? I don't know if it's fake. I think it's real, but just seems like, like how did they do it? I think it's because of the lies that they've been putting on us for the past 80 years. Easy. I mean, obviously more than that, like longer than that, but the last 80 years has been really, this is Houdini, 1914 or 1919, one of them. So this is like really early on, but look what he was doing, like all the magic and all that. So like they not only was the regular people back then like a lot smarter and a lot tougher and a lot stronger, whatever, all that I would say. But they also had hidden stuff back then too. And Houdini was the one that tapped into that back then. So that's why I kind of brought it up and related and, whatever. Agreed, I am excitable. I may speak out preaching. Thanks for keeping it real. Magic is demonic. Yeah, I believe some of it is, yeah. I believe it can be. That's what I believe. And then some of us are actually some. Do you think regular people are doing magic without even knowing it? So that's demonic, right? And they don't even know it. So that's my point right there as well. So we agree on that. So all right, let's see. All right, take that off. Move on to the next. I only have a few more anyway, so um, then after that I might have to end it because it's a lot of. I don't know why today all of a sudden the weather gets a little bit nicer and people just come out. But there's other things that I've been thinking about, but I'm not gonna get into it. Like I said, too much because it's just a lot, and I don't want to give the wrong idea. There's another. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna show this one too. Anyway, why not? I'm gonna show it. And I live in the front too, like on the street, not on the street, but I live, in the front where the street is, so you hear a lot of traffic. This is Houdini again, same 1914. All right, it's a better writing here. Um, See, everybody wore suits, but like at in this around these times, um, I don't know when suits. I forgot to look that up. Let me look it up. When did suits begin? Suits. It's a American television drama. No, that's not what I'm looking for. All right. The root of men's suit can be traced back to the Middle Ages when it was worn by knights. During the Renaissance, the suit became more inclusive of the general population, and by the 19th century, which is the modern version, wait, which and by the 19th century, the modern version of the men's suits was in the making. So by the 19th century, it became a modern thing, which was what's the 19th century? That's 1800s, right? If I'm not kind of slow. 19th century. Yeah, 1801 to 1900. Yeah. And then we still wear suits today, so that's over 100 years. But around 1800 is when they started wearing. Well, maybe even late. Yeah, well, in the 16, 1700s, there was those English type of suits. But I'm talking about the regular suit, like in the picture. So anyway, cross that out. But I don't know. The thing that got me here, honestly, the reason why I like this one though too was because, yeah, that's Houdini. Yeah, he was doing a stunt. But look at the like what he's wearing. That looks modern day. At least like even like 1950. But I mean that kind of looks almost like 2010 right there. It's crazy, but I mean I guess that when he's jumping into the water. God knows how cold it is, but whatever. Could be the summertime too. I don't know. Doesn't really say. But yeah, there's a crane right there. I don't know. Should probably to grab him out or something. I don't know. To lower him down, grab him out, whatever. And he got some boats in the back. It's pretty cool though. But yeah, that's why I got it, because even though it's 1914, but he just got some casual shorts, tank top. Everyone else is in suits. But like I said, that it's Houdini and he's doing a stunt. So yeah. All right, couple more really. I'm sure. X that out. Yes, we invite demons in our life without knowing. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I kind of stepped away from the chat. Some know and some do it willingly. That's what. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's encouraged me to take a pop-up book style my city about underground mud flood. If I don't see it, I bring it and encourage seeing it compared to not seeing it. Yeah, exactly. It's good to at least try, that's what try. That's basically it. Salem is Boston. Oh, speaking of Boston, I'm glad you brought that up. Did you hear about that new movie that's about to come out or that came out? It's about Boston being like the scariest place. I don't know what it is. It's a movie. Let me see. Boston Strangler. That's what it's called. Boston Strangler. I think it's like a horror movie, but it's just crazy how, like, when I saw like the actual trailer for it, just came on like random while I was doing something, and I'm just like, what the hell is this? I don't know if I should play the trailer for it. I wanted to go to YouTube. Well, let me just read what it's about. Loretta McLaughlin was a reporter who first connected the murders and broke the story of the Boston Strangler. She and Gene Cole challenged the sexism of the early 1960s to report on the city's most notorious serial killer. All right, so yeah. Anyway, that's just interesting. I just wanted to say that because I saw that just the other day. Yeah, inspired by a true story too. I can play the trailer real quick, and I just thought it was pretty interesting. So I saved it. Let me take that off. I was about to say something too, and I forgot. Let me take a quick break. I'm trying to play this trailer, and it don't want to play. I wonder why. Am I still connected? Did my internet go out or something? Fair use. Yeah, I'm not gonna play it. Nah, for sure. But I might play a song though. Yeah, like I said, I want to do more streams. I want to try and do streams at night, but then it's gonna start getting colder. But I don't care. I just want to switch it up. Doesn't matter. I mean, I can do it whenever. I can go live whenever. Right now, it's just gonna be random. Is that good? All right, cool. There was something else. Let me see. I wanted to bring up something else, and I just forgot what it was. Let Maybe I saved it in my phone. Let me see. Yeah, my feet are hurting me bad. I can't. Let me sit down for a minute. And I gotta get something to drink. Yeah, I might have to put a song on or something. Oh. Yeah. All right. I forgot. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna play a song that I wanted to play before, if I could find it. I think it was something in the news. No, I don't know what it was. Sorry, I just drew a blank, but it'll come back. Yeah, I want to hang out more with y'all on here because this is how we connect. This is gonna be how we connect. I hope anyway. I mean, I see it happening. I see people doing it, so I think it is a good way. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm gonna do. And then yeah, trying to fill up some space, and like I said, I'm trying to help people have somewhere to go, something, and talk about this, whatever. Because I know it's hard, and I can't talk about this to more than half the people, normies out there. Man, there's just so much going on. There's so much that I see every day, and I take note of it. I'm aware of it, and then some of it I write down. A lot of it I don't though, and that's why I'm just like I'm thinking of stuff and it's popping up, and it's like, oh yeah, but then it fades away quickly. So, but I already brought some things up already. Oh, let me also real quick. Let me just do this. Just for the necessity. You know what? No, it's too late for that. I already. You know what? Yeah, I'll do it.
They're faking a shot of being halfway to the moon. And they refer to you on the tape as a shot that was done during Apollo 10, where you put a transparency over the window and move the camera of the Earth and move the camera back away from the window, turn off the lights in the spacecraft, and appeared to be halfway to the moon when in fact they were in Earth orbit.
Huh, really?
Yeah, and they said it was the same way that you did it on Apollo 10. So we wanted to give you the opportunity to put your left hand on the Bible, to raise your right hand, to swear to God.
Stick it in your ear.
Well, you were giving an opportunity to swear to God under oath that you walked on the moon.
I don't do that kind of thing.
Well, if you really walked on the moon, what's the problem of swearing to God that you did? Do you believe in God?
You want me to knock you in the head?
Well, I want you to swear to God on the Bible that you walked on the moon. If you walked on the moon, we're giving the opportunity to swear to God that you walked on the moon.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to get the hell knocked out of you if you don't leave me alone.
Yeah, that's a good clip too. All right. Maybe I'm just gonna end this out then. Well, I'll play a song and then see where it goes. I don't know if I have anything else to. Oh yeah, you know what? I do have a few more pictures, so I'll come back. I'll just finish that up.
everything, everything's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They lie to us about everything, everything's a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. They lie to us about the shape of Earth. We know it's flat. The Earth is fucking flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. They lie to us about 9/11. There was no planes in that attack. That attack. That attack. It was attack on us. On us. On us. On us. Every single day. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all fake. It's all lies. Everything's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. They lie to us about everything. Everything's a lie. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all lies. They lie to us about the shape of Earth. We know it's flat. The Earth is fucking flat. It's flat. It's flat. It's flat. They lie to us on the news every single day. It's all lies. It's all lies. It's all fake. It's all lies.